Good morning. If you follow me on social media, you know that I have recently acquired 3 totes of vintage yarn. The problem with this is I don't have storage space for 3 totes of vintage yarn in my current office/craft room. So today we're going to be solving that. I looked on Pinterest, I looked on Amazon, looked through a whole lot of inspiration photos, and I saw a lot of like pegboard inspiration and bookcase inspiration. And then I saw this. I was like, I think I can do something like that, but cheaper and better. Because honestly, this just wasn't like, I would be able to store maybe 4 or 5 skeins max per little rail. So it wouldn't have been enough space. So if you want to know how to do it cheaper and better, let's do it. I ended up going to Dollar Tree and I was browsing like their baskets and looking at like the different options and stuff that they had for storage there, which by the way, they've got some pretty good stuff if you haven't been lately, and very affordable. So definitely recommend popping in there, take a look every now and then. But I came across these wire baskets and they are big enough to fit probably 6 skeins of yarn easy. Obviously if it's like a bigger skein, maybe 2 in there, but still very, very nice sized. And I like that it's breathable all the way around. The concern I had with the bookcase situation is that the yarn wouldn't be able to breathe and keep airflow and stuff through it, and then it'd get kind of musty, and we don't want that. So I thought these were perfect for storing yarn. So I picked up, yes, I know, man. I picked up 16 of these. And I was like, okay, now I need to find the right sized board to mount these to. And so I went to Lowe's and they have this board. And you can see it's got the black and it's got the white. So my preference is black, matches my soul. And then you can do the white side too if you want. But it is their dry erase chalkboard. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was $13. I'll insert like a photo here and it'll have like all the pricing and stuff like that. But I picked up this because it was the most economical option because I don't have to paint it. Like it's already, the color that I wanted. And the only other thing is like the edge isn't finished. So you can see it's brown there, but I have Sharpies, like I have black Sharpies. So I'll probably just take and do black Sharpie around the edge and finish that. And then to mount them, I actually had these command hooks already. So I don't know what they're called. I'll see if I can find them online so that I can give you guys what that proper name is for them. But they're like, let's see if I can show it here. They're clear and they've got like this little lip, maybe if I put it on the black, but it's got like this little lip to where you can clip the basket into it. And it goes just like that. So hopefully you can see that. So I'm just gonna take 2 of those and hang it on this with my command strips. And then it's done. It's done. It's like gonna be so super easy, super, super quick, super, super affordable. I don't know how much these clips are. Again, I'll have to look those up and insert those here. But I think I spent around $20 for the baskets. And I spent $13 for this board. And then I would imagine these are probably, I don't know, maybe a max of like $15. So the price for how much more space I'm getting in this setup versus having to buy 2, potentially 3 of those book rail things, I mean, there's no price comparison. Like, this is so much cheaper, it's more versatile, suits my taste. So hopefully that provides you some inspiration. Now let's build it. Okay, so I brought you over to my work table here, which is my dining room table. We're just gonna ignore that fact. So I think what I wanna do first is just kind of lay these out and see how I want to set them up. Because obviously I wanna leave enough space, but I wanna make sure that I get the maximum number that I can onto this. I think, let's see. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still have 6 left. I might want to turn them this way maybe and make more rows like that. Oh, because we could even go lower on the bottom because I could just kind of hang off just a little bit maybe. Yeah. So they can fit forward this direction, which is perfect. Boom, boom, boom. That's 4 along the top. How long until she starts playing with the tags? Because I see you through the curtain, baby girl. Okay. Yeah, I think that is how I want to do it. I just want to kind of bring these down to where they're kind of almost like hanging off the edge almost, just to make sure that I have enough space for everything. And the good news is like, because of the angle and everything these are at, even though these are pretty close together, they're gonna have capability for me to put things in and out pretty easy. Because a lot of these skeins are pretty like short. So I think that's really gonna work out if I have them kind of like sitting kind of right on the edge down here and then work the way up. So that's all 16 on here. So now it's just about putting them together. Okay, so I zoomed you in a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm working on here. So I'm just gonna take one of these command hook doodads and attach this side here. I guess I should make sure you guys can see that. Just do like that. I'm gonna do both of these. Hi, baby girl. Do like that. And before I peel the backs off, I'm going to see where I want to put. I feel like that's pretty balanced. Yeah. So then it's just a matter of putting these. So I'm going to take the backs off now. And just to be sure, I'm going to put 3 here, just so that I make sure everything stays aligned. Yeah. So I think this can go literally like right there, and that leaves enough space. Yep. Okay. And there we go. Ta-da! That's number 1. I love how easy these baskets go on and off of those clips. Oh, that's so perfect. Okay, so now that we have basket number 1, we just need to finish the rest. So here we go. And I think the next thing I want to do is make sure to go down now that I know like where the rows are going to be, or columns, I guess they would be, just to make sure that I like space them out correctly and kind of get an idea of where I want everything to ultimately end up. I think right about there is going to be where I want them spaced. So I pre-did some of these. So I think I'm going to do the bottom one and work my way up. So this one, I think I want to kind of line up the basket to be like right along that bottom edge. Oh, you can't even see that. Hold on. So like ignore my feet. That's not what we're about right now. We're about that. God, get my feet out of there. Jesus. So anyways, I think I want to line it up so that the bottom little rail right here kind of meets the bottom of this thing here. So I think that's where we're gonna have this line up. So I think I got that like right there. That should hang it properly. There we go. Okay, now for the other two up here. These now aligned. So now I just fill out the rest of that based on these guys. Is she perfect? No. I'm kind of thinking I should have put this on the white side, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to try it this way, see if I like it. If I don't, then I'll redo it. Glorious thing about command hooks. Is she very functional though? Absolutely. Will she fit all the yarn that I have? TBD. That would be next week's video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want to see next week's video, hit the subscribe I'll talk to you.